Welcome to today's FPL review video. We're going to go over the previous game week's points and, of course, the winners and losers, the runners and riders. So let's jump into that. I think we'll start with the good news of the week. After last week's forfeit, I managed to come out on top over you, James. So I'm sure you're enjoying the revelry in defeat there.
Especially because you had the forfeit last week. I really thought it wouldn't be me, but it
No,
is.
no. So for anyone that didn't catch it, I had to basically captain the goalkeeper, Petrovic. So did that, and he did actually come out good. Actually, he got 6 points base, and then obviously doubled to 12.
Yeah,
So that saw me reach a total of 62 points for the week. And Jamie, you are languishing on 39
39, yeah.
points for the week. So yeah, what we'll do is I'm just going to go over the league table as it stands, the double pivot FC league.
It
Still,
is
the
up on the
code is
screen as well
going to
for
be
those.
in the description, of course, James, isn't it? So anyone that
Yes.
wants to join, still feel free to do so. We want to get as many people participating as we can, just to spice up the league and, of course, just to get some engagement there. So let me just run through the teams. So we've got Forrest Gump 11 in first on 110, Tarnished 11 second on 107, and then that's when I come in on with the double pivot FC team at 106. So it's quite tight at the top, just 4 points separating us all there. Like I say, I think the top Forrest Gump 11 got 63, so 62 points was second best of the week, and I'm pretty happy with that considering the forfeit. And then, of course, looking to the bottom half of the league, we've got Darwizzy, 46 points for the week. Vert's the big deal, Jamie. That's where we mentioned yourself. That's 39.
I
Pulling
didn't
you
even
to,
realise I was the bottom until now either. I didn't realise I was the lowest scorer.
yeah, lowest scorer. You're not
That's
at the bottom.
abysmal.
So your 93 points pulls you to second bottom. And then we've got MBS 11, Musab, my man Musab, on 40 points and 71 overall. But we have had a word. He's got two Man United players, and I've told him he needs to scrap those to have any
Get them out.
chance. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
Musab, get that done, my friend. But yeah, so that pulls us to the scores on the doors. And then let's discuss our individual teams, Jamie. So, like I say, I think we'll start off with yourself and we'll go bottom up, shall we? So,
I
what
think
happened?
we start with you because then we'll do mine and then we'll do the forfeit because
Yeah, no, sure.
the
Okay,
natural order
okay.
of
I was
things.
hoping to get you, get the glumness out of the way there for you, but I'll go first. I'm quite happy to gloat. So, 62 points. And that was, as you can see on the screen, how those were achieved. Mark Guiu wasn't starting; he came in as a replacement for Palmer. But apart from that, I think the thing I was quite happy about was there's quite a lot of consistency. To be honest, almost everybody got 5 points except for Verts and obviously stand-in Guiu. So really consistent back line
And
and
Lewis Skelly as well.
Milankovic.
Blankovic.
Yeah. And Lewis
So
Kelly.
actually, you had quite a few that didn't get 5 points there. You just
No,
had a
but I
couple of
mean,
big
to be
hits.
fair, though, there's a good amount there that got 5 plus. So I'm going to say majority. And then, of course, Petrovic surprised the hell out of me with 12 points. Very happy with that. Did not see it coming.
Yeah.
And the star performer, Joao Pedro, which I'm a bit gutted I didn't captain him because I'd have been well ahead. But
No, it's
yeah,
not that you
solid
didn't
performance.
captain him, that you didn't get to captain him.
Well,
You
yeah,
probably would have, to
precisely.
be fair.
Yeah, precisely. I'm not sure I definitely would have. I thought maybe Salah, so it probably worked out just fine. But yeah, overall, strong performance from the team. And I've made a few changes, which we'll go over later, but that's how my team shaked out. Anything you'd want to note on my team's great performance there, James?
Not particularly, other than the fact that it was actually worked out really well for you. The forfeit did. Though to be fair, looking back at it, it was actually probably a good forfeit for you to get because it was pretty likely that Bournemouth were going to get a clean sheet against, I think it was Wolves. So
I thought Wolves
actually
could have
ended
had
up
a
not too bad
yeah.
for you. I
Yeah,
suppose
no,
that's
it was definitely. I think you said last week it was probably not too bad, and it turned out like that. To be fair, so good
yeah.
shout.
I suppose
But
that's
yeah,
one of
let's look
the
at what happened at yours. Let's do the post mortem on your team, shall we?
yeah. I mean, just to be fair, I got quite lucky as well. Esteve got subbed in for. I had a couple of injured players, obviously Palmer one of them, Frimpong the other. So I got quite
Yeah,
lucky because it could have been even worse. Just none of the plays really hit for me. Haaland didn't obviously score.
Reinders did nothing, which I was
Ryan
surprised
just
about.
did nothing. To be fair, Fernandez missed a penalty, so I would have assumed he got less points, but maybe
I
that's
do
not.
hope that Wan-Bissaka's going to be moved out. By the way, he looks awful at the start of
Yeah,
this game.
I'm pretty confident I already know which changes I'm going to make this week, but
It's subject to the forfeit, of course, just in case you got
subject
to
to
make
forfeit, of
yeah.
course. That's why I said I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, I would be 100% sure that Wan-Bissaka and Bruno Fernandes would be out of the team. But obviously, it depends. So and that's probably go on.
I was just going to say, I'll just break it now, but I've moved out first because I just think it might take him a little time to find his feet. Are you just not doing that because you've got to focus on other problem areas first, or you just believe
who
in
are
your
on
man?
about Wirtz?
Wirtz, yeah.
No, I just think he'll come good. I think people are probably overlooking his performances a little bit. I think it won't take him long to get adjusted, and actually I can see him doing something against Arsenal, to be honest. So I actually have trust in him genuinely. So I probably wouldn't move him out regardless, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. Even though, I mean, to be fair, Frimpong and Palmer, 2 injured players. I thought you might have considered one of those two, but interesting.
Well, it's tough because the international break is after this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
I
think you'd hope at least Palmer's back. What's the nature of Frimpong's injury? Do you know?
I think he's back after the international break. To be honest, I'm pretty sure. That's what early reports said. Anyway, I might be wrong.
Was it just like a muscle, like hamstring or something like that?
To be fair, I'll tell us now if I just give us a little clickaroo. Oh, it won't let me do it. I can't click the badge anymore. That's just another thing about the app that's not so good. 14th September hamstring.
Top line. Can you see that? Yeah.
Yep.
So interesting. I mean, I would expect Haaland and City to. I mean, I don't know who they got actually this week. Remind me.
We can take a quick look at the fixtures here. They've got Brighton away, so it's probably not a bad fixture for them.
Chelsea, Fulham. You should expect Chelsea players to do well. Spurs, I think, looking good against Bournemouth at home.
Yeah.
Potential banana skin, but you could see Spurs players getting some good points there.
Yeah.
And then, to be fair, there's not really many fixtures that
not really like many guarantee. I mean, probably a clean sheet, Forest versus West Ham. Although the nature of the Premier League, West Ham will probably win.
Brighton and City, that could be a tough one for City. Brighton have actually not played badly, even though they lost 2-0 last week, and at home.
Oh, I expect City to bounce back. To be fair,
I would expect so, but again, you just never quite know. Forest, we both got some Forest players, and especially I think we both got Milenkovic, have we?
No, you've got Milenkovic. I've got Murillo and Nico Williams.
Oh,
and Anderson. Actually, I've got 3.
Yeah. So interesting, especially what's happening with Nuno. But no, I would have expected them at home to beat West Ham. I mean, that's a great game for Forest to come in on. To be fair,
yeah.
But interesting. So I think, like I say, what we'll do is discuss the week's points. I'm glad I'm not getting a forfeit. I'll be honest, because some of them are pretty nasty. But let's do the randomizer. See what fortune is saying
let's
for you today.
See which forfeit I will be getting for this week. So to run through them quickly again, I'll be really quick with these. Transfer most valuable player out. Transfer the highest performer out. Substitute the highest performer for someone on your bench. Captain the worst performer. Opponent chooses transfer. Use all 4 subs this game week, which would be dangerous for me. And actually, this is where the forfeit system gets a bit dangerous.
That would be very nasty. You could obviously make some changes, of course, by the way, some transfers. But
I would have to put the 4 from the bench that are currently on the bench on, and 2 of them are injured. So it'd be, we'll see. I'll see how I'll work that. And then we've got user chip, transfer ban, substitute ban, and captain the goalkeeper, which is obviously the one you got last week. So let's hit it and see what we get.
Let's see what fortune's saying for you today. I know 1 or 2 of these are very nasty.
Use a chip. Oh,
do you know what? That's actually not
that
bad.
One's not bad but I don't really want to use the wild card yet. So we'll see what I do here.
I'll have to free hit, I suppose.
Potentially do something quite clever here. Free hit is always an option. Yeah, that's actually not a bad shout. So yeah, we'll see what we get. I obviously haven't
you're
made
free
changes.
to make transfers now. That's the good news. You can still make those 2 free transfers.
Transfer ban would have been a tough one for me.
That would have been a hard one. Yeah, I agree.
So we've actually both had 2 of the better forfeits so far in the first couple of weeks. So we need to start getting the energy up with a couple of the bad forfeits, really, don't we? But
And if anyone has any nasty suggestions for forfeits, again, add them into the comments. Definitely would be interested in getting
the
a couple
nastier
more
the better, because we really do want to add some spice to this.
Yeah, exactly.
So
If not,
obviously,
well, I mean, we'll keep thinking of some to add in as well. But it'd always be fun to get something that someone submitted in there anyway. So
yeah, of course. So I suppose, I mean, I've obviously not made changes this week because of the forfeit, but you have made changes, so I suppose we could.
I have, yes.
Could probably talk through your changes real quick.
Yeah,
I'll get them up on screen.
Are you able to pick team? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I have put in Richarlison, and I think that's a pretty nice one, to be honest.
Oh, that's a good one. I was thinking about Richarlison as well.
Richarlison in there. He's actually a pretty reasonable price, so I thought I'd capture him in. And then I put in Reinders for Verts.
And you've put Eze in? No?
Eze was already there. It was a Palace player when I put him in.
Okay.
I've kept him on the bench just because I don't know whether he'll start or do you know what I mean? What's going on with his integration into Arsenal's team.
Yeah.
So
who did you take out? Sorry, here you had Richarlison and Reinders. Who you taking
I had
out?
Costulas and Verts.
Right. Okay.
And I managed to get Reinders and Richarlison. So I think they're pretty good. I think I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Because what I might do is Reinders is cheap, so I can always put him on the bench and have Eze in once I know he's playing. Yeah. And then obviously Richarlison just looks absolutely beasty at the moment.
He does.
Sorry.
He's looks a different player under Thomas Frank. So to be honest with you, Richarlison was one that I was thinking about as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm not
going
to give too much
around 8 million, maybe something like that. You click on him and see his current price. What is it?
6.7.
6.7. That's
that
crazy.
Case, he's definitely in. A little bit of a leak for next week. Richarlison is in my team.
6.7 for Richarlison in current form is one of the best value out there, I would say. And to be fair, Reinders for 5.6, I think it was. Like, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, he went up game week 1, but 5.6.
Yeah. I mean, what I managed to do here, I think I've actually got some money in the bank still, but because Verts was 8.5. Obviously, that difference between him and Reinders has meant I can put Richarlison in and still have a little bit of money left over to play around with.
I've got a bit of left over as well, to be fair.
So, anyways, that should be interesting head into the week. So let's see how we go. I've also, just last point, changed captain to Joao Pedro and vice captain as Salah. So
yeah, that's a good shout.
No doubt will not work out because he did so well last week. But I thought Salah's not on fire at the minute either. So, and you've got Arsenal.
I think Fulham could be a tough game as well.
And we've got Fulham. So, anyways,
just to quickly add. Obviously, you can't see my team for the upcoming game week because I've not made those changes yet. But next week, obviously, is when you'll see. Usually, you will see the team changes the weekend after the game week that have made changes. But Luke obviously was pretty keen to show his team in this one, so I've let him. But usually, it will be on the result that you see the team changes that were made.
Yeah, no, because so the new format, I think we're going to be doing these FPL videos once a week
once on a Friday, yeah.
Once on a Friday, so we'll cover the previous week's points, the lead, as we've done today, and then forfeit and upcoming transfers, whatever it might be that we've made.
Yeah.
So expect this on a Friday. We're going to be consistent on these on a Friday now. So this will be the FPL show weekly. Other than that, though, I am happy with that, really, to be honest with you. I think the week's been good for me, just to finish on. To be fair, it was a bit of a tough week for you, but I think you can a couple of changes to sort that out.
Yeah, just misjudged putting a Man United player in, basically.
Mate, this is the kind of advice I gave to Musab, one of my the people in our league. Two Man United players. He had Dallo in there. I was like, ship him out straight away.
Get him out.
Yeah, you may as well have Onana in there, honestly.
Yeah, just don't put. Rule of thumb: don't put United players in because you literally never know what you're going to get out of them. And
at the minute you do,
they just lost to Grimsby yesterday. So.
Yeah, especially a defense. You can't bet on anything at all. There's no consistency. So
yeah,
definitely no United players. Watch them go and absolutely smash it now as well. But other than that, keep out for the Friday video next week for the review of this week. See how the changes we've made have come about and see how that forfeit affects young Jamie. Maybe he'll lose another week and we'll start to snowball
I think
some.
I've actually been given one that I might have used anyway, so it's not
Yeah,
affected
yeah,
me too
yeah.
badly. But we'll see.
No, that's it. Well, it's all to play for this week. Early in the season still, but I think no one's run away with it quite yet. It's only quite tight at the top. I think you're only, what, 10, 17 points, I think it is, behind the lead.
Yeah, it's quite
That's
close
easily
throughout the league,
eatable
to be
in
fair.
1 week. So anyone out there that plays that isn't in the league, jump in. And other than that, comment for forfeit suggestions if you have any. But
Yes,
besides that,
absolutely.
I think you'd agree in joining me here, James, to say thanks for watching if you made it this
Yeah,
far. Obviously
yeah,
new and still really enjoying this, but it is always appreciated any support and watch
yeah,
that we get. So,
absolutely.
um, yeah, have a good week, and we'll see you next week if you're there.
Thank you.